What is up, my Transformers family? Welcome back to George Reviews. I am the 80s Transformers fan. Today on George Reviews, I'll be doing a long overdue once promised versus battle of reissue Seacon box sets here. On the left, we have the Transformers timeline from Transformers Collectors Club exclusive. It is this covered box style packaging. This is a very wonderful box. The bottom of the box, we have joining Collectors Club timelines. It has 2008. This is how old this thing is. That's how long I've had this thing. Some artwork or image of the toy. This is a CGI render. That's not the real toy. Same thing on the front of the package. A CGI render right there. Very nice packaging. So next up is, I guess they, after that mold was re-released again, they went on to give it close to the Generation 1. I say close because it's not 100% accurate to the Generation 1 color scheme. This was a Big Bad Toy Store exclusive. We have it right here. Okay, on the back of this packaging, we have Piranacon in full combiner mode. We have the individual Seacons next to their alt modes, and same thing with Snaptrap, the main guy. And then the first versus is the package presentation. I think this one wins. I like this one better. This is really cool if you want to display mint in box or whatever. You got a clean look at the figure and everything within right there, even though he's only in robot mode. Mine slumped over from years of being banged around, repacked, and set around the house. We got some damaging to the top of the box right there, some cracks and some dings and some nicks, and it is pretty beat up pretty good. Alright, we are going to get this guy out of the box for the first time in like over 13 years, or first time ever in 13 years. Cut the tape on the top of the box. I'm kind of excited. I must admit. Slide this guy in. Again, this is the exact same box like the Masterpiece Skywarp and Starscream came in. In fact, they intended to reuse it because they have this insert in here. Slides out and they can just put whatever insert they just put whatever they want inside. But in the bottom underneath here are the file cards and the weapons. And there is one file card right here. That's like she says. It says collector card included, stuck to the side of the box. Glad I paid attention, didn't just throw this thing out. How do I get it off the side of the box? Right here. So now we have all the collector cards right here. Here we have the weapons. Each individual limb for the Seacons comes with a stand and extra weapons and snap-on accessories. All we need to do now is free Piranacon. Trying to steal it. That's most of it. You seem to have left a gun in the package. I'm glad it didn't destroy it. It was right here. Let's get his shield on, back on his body, and I can feel the cheaper plastic that's on this guy. I can feel it. Alright, I think that's everything in this. Officially concludes the unboxing portion of Big Bad Toy Store exclusive Piranacon set. Now for the Transformers Collectors Club exclusive unboxing. And this thing is so sturdy, so well packed. Slide it out. And here is a better look. I guess I kind of showed up earlier. The styrofoam tray. And not styrofoam, this is a soft foam. Just foam tray. Spongy type foam in here tray. I mean, this thing's very nicely packed. So let's get these guys unpacked. I'm going to start with Snaptrap. I think his name is still Snaptrap in this set. Here he is, done in Decepticon purple, which maybe they should have did in the first place, but looks very cool. Next up is Scalor. Slides right out of his slot right there. And now for Sea-Wing. Here's our guy. Overbite. The bipedal shark. Inoculator. Right here, one of my favorite ones. And Tentakill. Down here we have the head of Piranacon. And we we have accessories. Accessories. So it look like his rifle, sword, and his feet. There's one fist. Some more. I guess these are the individual guys. I guess this would be snap trap. And then these are the, should be 5 individual, 3, 4, and 5. And I believe there's nothing further in the box. Let's check underneath the styrofoam. Oh, I'm glad I checked. I went through this box out anyway, but I'm glad I checked. Here we have collector's cards, file cards, right here, sealed in a little baggie, and we have some instructions. This looks like a remake of the original Generation 1 instruction card for these guys. Okay, so our BigBadToyStore.com exclusive Seacons Piranacon set obviously comes combined as Piranacon, which is kind of counterproductive for the build up to the combined mode of Piranacon. So I'm going to go off camera, deconstruct this guy, and go from there to build back up to where we already are. Okay, I've deconstructed Piranacon into the Seacons, and one more time I want to show you he came packaged with instructions and some file cards for the individual guys and one for Piranacon right here. And this is how the other set looks in comparison. The back has nothing on. Everything's on the front of a cardboard steady card, and these are flippable. These are both nice, but I got to give the file card presentation to the BigBadToyStore.com exclusive. I like the way these look a little bit better. These probably will last longer, but I like these better. I can't continue the review without opening this bag of accessories and get these open. And the first thing I'm going to go for are the claws, the inoculators. Get these out. Again, everybody else came with their appendages on their body except for this guy. And you can keep them on in this combined mode. I don't know why. It might have caused some packaging problem. I don't know. But there we go right here. And most importantly in the bag are the stands. So I'm going to get these guys on a stand and show you how it's done. And then get everybody on the stand and come right back. So with the stand, also, this becomes a gun for any member of the team. Just plug this into the base, then plug this into the top right here, and then this port accommodates like the head. This probably can hold any Scramble City Combiner limb head with that little square port. So who are we going to go for? I'm going to take Sea-Wing since he unsnapped the port right here, and you port it in right here like so. And then these guys can just be displayed like this, which is very clever. They didn't do this for anybody else. I guess they needed to because these are like marine life and it's supposed to get the illusion that they're swimming underwater, but this is an awesome inclusion, and this is also present for the vintage set if you've never had or seen the vintage set. So I'm going to get everybody on the stand. It goes on the stand and come right back. Alright, got our guys on the turntable here so we can take a look at the stands and the illusion that these guys are swimming. Looks pretty cool. It's a packed-in display option where you don't have to turn to a third party to do anything. An excellent ideal for this set, especially for back in 1988. These guys really look good. Of course, Snaptrap doesn't come with a stand because he's the big guy. They would have had to pack in a giant stand for this dude. Alright, we're going to go for Sea-Wing's attack mode first. These are his guns. They're his guns in his robot mode. He dual wields his pistols. These can snap on underneath his wings. You can also take his 2 weapons and merge them together like this, and they fit right in the front of his face or head, right in this space right here, which covers that space nicely. It makes him look good. Now this is next up is Tentakill. He has these 2 edged sword-like guns. He can slice you in close combat, or he can shoot you from a distance. These guns plug into the sides of his head. Put one right here. So he can fight and attack as a squid. Alright, next up is Scalar. Here are his weapons. Now these weapons plug together in this target master mode, but we just want to get them weaponized right now. We separate them, split them on opposite sides so they can sit on opposite sides of his fins, and these stands just keep falling apart. These things are nothing like the originals. I mean, and here's Scalar in his attack mode as a fish. Noculator gets in attack mode as well. His is kind of goofy compared to the other ones. Everybody else weapon is mounted. He has to open his mouth. And there's a giant port right there. You take this cannon thing right here. And I guess we'll slip it over so we can't see the gap. The hollowing. And he gets this right here. I guess it doesn't look so bad like this. You don't realize this. Lastly is Overbite. This is his weapon. He came packed with it as a target master in the box. And there goes the bottom of the stand again. He has a peg right under here. And it's kind of a loose fit. If you want it, you can move these claws back, get them out of the way. You can see it better, but just like that. Alright, last up for our Seacons set is Snap Trap. While he doesn't sit on a stand or anything like that, but you can get him weaponized, you take the main gun, and this is PIRANACON's gun as well. And there's a port in his back, and you can just plug it in right there, and now he's weaponized. And while, alright, now it's time to get the other set out here to take a look. It'll be easier to compare these guys going forward if I just put them side by side. So let's get started on the Transformers Collector Club timeline set packaging. And I gotta tell you right now, these guys look fantastic. The purple and the yellow just works with the splash of orange. Still not sure how I feel about that little pearlescent blue, but man, look at Sea-Wing. He looks fantastic. How the orange and the yellow kind of melt together. Now this set does not have a sticker sheet. The Decepticon logos are painted on well outlined in a white. And these guys clearly have more paint apps. If you just check it out, like he has the blending of the orange, the yellow onto the orange right here. Alright, these guys' weapons are individually packed. We have 6 individual baggies. Let's get started. I believe this is Snap Trap's weaponry because I see the main gun and the sword. Alright, this is his main gun right here. Yellow plastic. The sword is the bluer plastic. And he also comes with the feet right here. You would think the hands would be in this package, but they're not. Here we go. We have the feet done in this charcoal black plastic, and there's a left and a right foot. Next up, I believe this is Noculators. I think I see his blaster. And we have bags within bags. Wow. Okay, this one wins as far as packing too. This one wins this battle. Has one blaster and one fist right there. Fist looks a little off in there. And he comes with a stand. See if we can get this thing together. That's a very tight fit, which I like. Yeah, this thing's not going away. This is very well made. Start getting some stands out here. I believe this is Tentacles Weapons. Man, that makes it hard to get in here. I bust a hole in the bag, something I didn't want to do. Weapons come assembled. And he has one stand. Next up, oh, this one's opening up for me. See that? That yellow fish looks great. This is Sea-Wing's bag. Here's his front-facing gun and the right fist. And we got another stand. I believe this is Overbite because of the gun. And yet another stand. Lastly, this must be Scalar by process of elimination. I'm actually loving all this debagging. Here's his weapon. I'm join it together real quick for right now. Bam. Last but not least is Snap Trap. While he doesn't get a stand, but he does get weaponized. The main gun can fit right into his back. Alright, now we're going to move to the head-to-head portion of this video. All right, I mentioned earlier that all of these guys become a target master, so we're going to get these guys into a target master before they get transformed. And, all right, I'll move the stand out of the way so I can get a better look at it. Well, you just flip this around. Should have been able to do it while it's still on there. Look back into the base. Now, we take this gun that was just fine right here, and we plug it into the butt right here, and bam, and believe it or not, this is this target master mode. I mean, that's all you do. You go from this facing forward to this, because like he can still utilize the same port. He can be a target master either way if you want to. You can move the claws out of the way and say this is the front gun, target master mode. All right, now let's go lobster to lobster. Take a look at these guys, and again, a sticker really makes the Big Bad Toy Store vintage colored set really pop. Stickers underneath the bottom right there, underneath the lobster mode. And what we really want to take a look at are the features in this mode. So we're going to go with this one this time. The claws move up and down. They don't pinch in or clamp or anything like that. The legs kind of move in and out. And just a little bit of transformation. You can move the tail. And that's pretty much all you get. Oh, no, the mouth. We saw that with the weapon. The mouth can open. So this is all the articulation you get in this mode. Now, for transformation. Gonna bring this part down right here to expose the head. We're gonna bring this piece down right here to create the legs. And we are done. And what I like to do, I like to bring the claws up. Some people detach the claws. The claws are removable and often lost on the vintage set, but I bring the claws up to fit in between the legs to get the legs to wrap around a little bit better. And here are the arms. Move the arms up. We got a nice Decepticon logo right there. And then the stickers here are kind of to help your eyes separate the legs, even though they should have wrapped around down here, but they don't. And then he gets this massive cannon with the tri-barrel right there. But here are the robot modes, and again, the stickers help so much. I like the orange color. I like the purple claws, but I like this guy a little bit better. Just because of the stickers, just a little bit better. They both have the yellow face and little square head, little mouth plate. Yellow, and I like the painted on Decepticon logo. He has a little bit of paint on his chest right there. And as far as articulation, we have nothing going on but the arms going up and down. And I guess like in this little limb mode, that's all you need to do is fly in and kill Autobots. Not too bad. I don't think these are the greatest guys in the individual robot modes anyway, as far as combiners. I think they next to Abominus, these are the worst guys in the individual robot mode out of all combiners. Next up is the Scalar matchup, and I got these guys still on the stand to switch them to the Target Master mode. I almost forgot what I was doing. All right, get the cannons off of here, and unlike the previous guy, this guy actually transforms a little bit to turn into a Target Master. We flip him over, not a whole lot. I said a little bit. Now and then we take this port and put it in right there. And the combined mode can hold this guy just like this as a gun. All right, here are both of our guys as Target Masters. And you can position the legs and the fins any way you want, out of the way. However you choose to make it look. You want to make it look more sleek. I kind of like the fins hanging out. Alright, here are bipedal coelacanth in their fish mode. I don't know, these scales are kind of pulling this one ahead. I really think I like this one. Again, sticker Decepticon logo, painted on Decepticon logo. We got painted gills over here. No extra paint apps to this guy, again, because he has the stickers. He has stickers right here in his thighs. Are those his thighs? I don't know. And right here on his hips. Then he comes back to his little stumpy tail over here, and over here the little part of the tail is painted again. So they swapped out paint apps for stickers on these two sets to make them look that much more different. And we're going to check out articulation on these guys. The paws or arms move up and down, so he can get some swimming motion, clawing motion, or whatever. His mouth opens. That actually stuck my finger. Ever so slightly, his mouth open, a little jagged teeth in there. That really looks cool. Love the scale around the eyes right there. The back legs move so you can get him up like he's out of the way swimming or whatever. And these also become like the legs. They become the arms in robot mode. And then that's, oh, the fin on top moves for extra positioning. It actually has some sculpted in lines in it, which is cool. So that is our scaler in. So now it's time to get them transformed. Switching back to this guy since I just had the other one. We flip this around sort of like the Target Master mode. And these are his legs and his feet. And that is done. And I'm not kidding. Now we flip the tail off of his head. Now we can see his head. And we pop out his fist. And this guy has the Popeye arms for sure. Bluto puts down olives. And this guy dual wields his pistols. You don't have to put both in his hand. It's up to you. I'm going to put this one right here. His hands are very, very tight fit. I'm not trying to break this thing after all this time. Alright, I tried. This guy, man, he can't hold his gun for jack, but he can hold his. Like, those hands are really tight. You can see they just don't really match up. Try it one more time. I don't want to break the damn thing. It goes in there and it's pushing it out. You can hear it like push it back out. So, man, we take points off of this. I mean, this guy can't even hold his weaponry. Wow. Let's take a closer look at our guys with the giant Popeye arms in this mode. And this thing really suffers from not being able to slot out the legs and make them a little bit taller. He is so stumpy. And without the stickers to help you know that this is a leg and a foot over here, like this is the foot, man, it's kind of hard to tell what this guy is. They both have the Decepticon logo in the middle of the chest painted on sticker. And oof, these guys don't translate well. They got some different paint apps going on the face. He has an orange face with a yellow visor over here. He just has the all yellow face. They went the little extra mile over here. Now let's check out his articulation for what it's worth. It's just the arms, but we get a little bit of an elbow bend right there. Well, QC issues aside, the Big Bad Toy Store version wins in the robot mode. Just looks a little bit better with the stickers. So this one is a draw. Okay, Overbite versus Overbite. This is going to be pretty much the same thing as the last transformation into a Target Master. You just slide it forward, flip up the head, and plug in the gun. And there you go. Okay, while being very simple, you do have a couple options. You can leave it extended, you can retract it, you can put the arms back out of the way, or you can bring them forward, however you want to do it. You got a couple little options in there, but you still basically with the same little canonized thing. Then look, here are our sharks, and we got our first QC issue from the Big Bad Toy Store version. He's kind of splitting open down the middle. I tried to squeeze it shut, but he wants to come apart. You can see the stickers on the fin on his back right there. They both have yellow eyes, different color yellow. He has his little painted portion on his forehead right there. Painted on a Decepticon symbol on top. He doesn't even have a sticker for a Decepticon symbol on top over here. He's a bipedal shark with claws. Some more paint apps over here. We've got the black on the sides over here. Paint apps on the claws. Clearly, again, they went with paint apps over stickers. We got stickers on the side of the legs right there. Articulation for these guys. The top fin moves side to side, get it out of the way for the various modes. The legs move, obviously, full 360 out of these. The claws move, and they are removable, often lost on a vintage figure, probably often lost on this set too. And the mouth. Most importantly, every shark mouth has to open, and the tail fin right here articulates. Right there. Now let's roll into the transformation. Bam, and we got stickers depicting the feet and legs once again. We pull this thing off the head out of the way, and we rotate the feet around to reveal the fist. Bam, and there we go. They're kind of decently molded, kind of look a little funky, just a little bit, if I'm being honest. And here he is, and again, we got like the unified, fused together legs, feet with the claws hanging out, and I don't think he slots up anymore. Here are both our guys side by side, and the sticker just screams help not having a sticker over here. Sticker makes a world of difference. We'll have the Decepticon logo in the middle of their chest by their heads. Same head, same yellow face. Spin them around, sticker detailing in the back. Got the shark face just looking at you. Articulation in this mode is going to be the same with every Sharkticon. I don't know if I said it already, but the arm 360, we get a little bit of an elbow bend. A lot of an elbow bend right there. And then transformation, you can move the fist just a little bit. And then you go, boop, 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 boop. And because of the stickers again and a little bit brighter color, I'm gonna go with the Big Bad Toy Store version in this mode. And I think he also won in shark mode. I didn't say it, but he won in shark mode as well. Alright, let's check these guys out in the squid mode. Now, this is where the Pearlescent Blue actually comes into play. It actually works to me better as a squid than these colors over here. And these guys have the most transformation to their Target Master mode out of all the set. So let's get these off. Alright, we bring this forward, fold this over his head, kind of bring the legs down out of the way. Then we take this top part here, and this part is sticking on this guy. There we go. Didn't want to break it. Take these two weapons and bring them together, and we plug them right into here, just like the rest of the guys. So I thought it wasn't going to go in there. Then we flip out this extra port right here, and we get our guy right back on the stand. And this is his weaponized Target Master mode. Again, most transformation out of any of the guys right there. I think Tentakill makes the best looking gun mode, the most intricate transformation, and it kind of folds over and whatever. It just looks the best. It kind of is Tentakill in their squid mode. Now you can put a couple different ways. I got the tentacles coming out so you can see all the tentacles. I guess if he's swimming, you just get it back and kind of go like this, and he can kill Mario while he's underwater. Both ways. Let's take a look at these guys in their squid mode. I mean, this guy looks like he's looking for the Power Rangers. Rangers, you're going down.
Yes, magic wand, make my monster.
On the squid mode, one of his squid arms actually has claws or hands right there molded in. You can see the suction cups, the legs, and this guy, for whatever reason, they painted his feet. Look like he's wearing tap dance shoes. It looks better actually unpainted. Just because of that right there, I'm giving it to this guy in the squid mode. So overall, I'm giving it to the BigBadToyStore.com version. So let's get our guy transformed. I don't know which one we did last. I don't know. Bam. Boom. And I mean, it's done. It's basically done. Flip this down. Flip these back. And here you go. His robot mode is a little bit better. A little bit more robust right there. Again, the sticker kind of defining the feet, helping your eye line. Get this dude weaponized. Once again, these guys are dual wielding, and he holds his weapons. Pop, 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 pop. All right, let's get some side by side robot comparison, and he's really losing. There's no really comparison to me in this robot mode. The stickers and the colors really help. The kind of duller orange is hurting this guy by being all over the chest. He has a little bit of paint right there, but it's not enough to really bring out the design of the figure. And the face might be a little bit more interesting. Looks a little bit more Halloween. Alright, for the last of our appendages is C-Wing. Gonna go with this guy. Unplug this, and this is kind of weird. Bring the wings up. Transform these, the sides of the head around, then slot them back. And then we're gonna plug the gun right back into the same port. And I guess this is supposed to give it the illusion or make you feel like you're transforming a little bit more. But honestly, like, what is the difference? We can just... Like, honestly, what's the difference? Right, here we go in our Stingray mode, and it's going to be tough to beat this guy. I love that orange blending in with that yellow. Stickers over here, forehead, on the wings. A lot of stickers around the back side over here. And as far as articulation, this guy mouth can open. And the wings can move, so you can position them underwater doing different things. The tail can move, but that's transformation right there. So there we go. But overall, I like this C-Wing a lot better. Oh, transformation. He's going to flip around and become feet. I got that right. Okay, maybe this way. Come the feet. I don't think this guy slots out. We flip these to the back, and we bring the hands down. So molded in hands right there, just like the rest of the guys. And wait, nope. I did that wrong. The feet go like this, which is a lot better. And I've been chewing up this sticker right here by moving that little part around. It kind of sucks. But yeah, oh wait, yeah, they slot down. There we go. We got a little bit of legs going on. He probably has the best legs out of anybody. He has individual moving legs. So here's articulation right there. His arms 360. He has a wrist bow bend. I'm going to call it an elbow, but it's like the wrist, the elbow together. Got a wrist bow bend. Nothing at the head, but his legs move. Wow, then he kind of has a little definition to his feet. Okay, let's take a look at our bots. And this guy's still winning. He doesn't have all the stickers, but he has some painted feet right there and a little bit of painted on what should be his thighs. Right there, that's good enough for me. Have pretty much the same paint application on the face, even though his nose is painted over here, but just a yellow eye visor. And this guy, oddly enough, he doesn't have a painted on Decepticon logo. And you can, obviously you can separate his blaster, or you can just have him with a double barrel blaster right there. Just busting Autobots. Alright, now for our heavyweights, the big boys themselves, Snaptrap versus Snaptrap. Let's take a look. You can see the stickers all over the big bad version everywhere. But this guy counters with paint apps. We have stickers here on what is the shield. Some like power level type energy readings right there. Some inner mechanical workings. The Decepticon logo right there on the head. Underneath the chin, more stickers right there. We got a paint app on the head. And we have the Decepticon logo painted on. Then we have some paint on the shell back here. But this guy is coming through, bolstering even more stickers in the shoulders right here. Turn to the side. We got circuitry panel right there. Stickers on the leg joints. Just stickers all around this guy. And he has a nice bright color to complement his eyes right there. And the little turtle look. Back over here with the Transformers Collectors Club version. He doesn't have the stickers, but he's bolstering this bright yellow combined with the orange is just really, really working for me. He has an extra paint app on top of the guns right here. He really looks good. This guy has the stickers. He has a traditional color, but this is a nice tight race we have going on. Let's check out the features that this particular mold has in this mode. Snaptrap mouth. He wouldn't be a snapping turtle unless his mouth opened up. Camera! His mouth opens up because of transformation. He can look up and he can look down. Uh-oh. Head popping out right there. But he has that. All of his turtle legs spin around. Well, they won't do a full 360 because it's hitting this part right here. But he has movement in all of his turtle legs. He has a knee joint in all of his turtle legs right there. A lot of articulation. Then he has these cannons with this lever right here. This is on both figures. And also the blades on the shell can be adjusted. You can bring them forward if that's something you want to do. Change the look of the guy, or you can bring them all the way back like this. And speaking of the blades on the shell, this is that Generation 1 chrome goodness. Everyone knows as a G1 fan, I love my Generation 1 chrome, and this chrome is pristine right there. You can see my shirt. You can see Spider-Man right there. Now, this is a close one, but I know I bought this set for the Decepticon Purple, so I'm going to give the Turtle mode in a very close race to the Transformers Collector Club version over the BigBadToyStore.com version. All right, now to get these guys transformed, I'm going to go with the Big Bad vintage color version of this guy. I'm going to take this part of the shield or shell off the back. Unsnap these turtle legs right here. Bring down his robot legs. Just like this. Gonna rotate these around. Tuck his turtle legs behind his back. And these arms right here, or hands, do a little bit of automorph. You just rotate these out and it will transform the hands out right there. Very cool stuff, especially for the G1 era. And then we form the head. Just rotate this head down and we get a nicely molded head right there. And the turtle shell is now a shield. You can do a couple things with it. You can, it might make a little bit more sense to plug it in right here and kind of give him a little bit more protection. But he has the shield on the shoulder. We have both figures fully transformed. Let's bring them closer. Take a look at those head sculpts. Identical heads, of course. This head over here has the more paint apps. He has the black mask and the yellow eyes with the purple plastic helmet. Over here we just have the teal helmet with the yellow eyes. All right, here are the swords. We have the pearlescent blue over here. And for the Big Bad Toy Store reissue, we have the chromed out sword. Man, you just gotta love chrome. Chrome just looks fantastic. And you can see underneath is still the original coral pink from the Generation 1 original, but for the reissue they just chose to coat it. Let's get this in his hand. And man, the chrome with the shield and all that, oh, that looks fantastic. This guy's gonna have a hard time competing in this mode right here. And here are our figures all armed up. And, oh, I know I love this purple and yellow together, but man, that chrome, and he just got it working over here. I mean, that looks fantastic. So I got to give the robot mode, I got to get this a tire while holding the swords. This extra bit of chrome just put this guy over the top and brings him up to a dead heat into a tie. Man, that looks good. All right, it's time to get these guys combined. Gonna start with Big Bad Toy Store's inoculator right here. And basically, he's pretty much there. All we gotta do is turn this guy into a foot. He's gonna be the right foot right here. Next up is Tentakill. He's gonna be the left foot. And if I didn't show you already, some pearlescent blue paint right here. And underneath the L for the left foot. It's a tight fit. All right, it's this guy's turn for transformation, but since I did him earlier, we're going to go with this guy. What we do is transform his hands back. Got to push his hands down. They don't automorph back. We take his legs, ball them out to the sides like this. Remove the shield from his arm. And now we connect the legs. Ports under here. Same standard Scramble City combiner type ports right here, and adjust the legs to your desired height. Next up, I think it's the big bad side. We're going to go with C-Wing. Rotate his arm straight up just like this. Going to cover up his head. Pull this port out for the connection piece. Collapse the legs such as they are. We need a left hand connector right here, and we're going to plug in the left arm like so. The right arm is going to be Scalor. Tuck away his hands. We're going to rotate the arms. We're going to bring the head down. This is going to be the connector port. Close up the tail. I believe this stays the same. It can collapse, but I think it looks better extended. I'm not sure which way it's supposed to go, but I'll usually keep it extended. My G1. Port in the right fist. Bring this guy forward. We're going to connect the arm. Just like that. Now for the finishing touches, we're getting bigger and wider. We're going to go for the chest shield. Turn it upside down. Rotate the little wing parts up. Already have these pieces extended, and these are going to clip on to the sides of his chest, and these two sections here are going to plug into here. I can kind of show it. They just slide over this part. It's supposed to snap in, but this Big Bad Toy Store set is not that crispy. We're going to come over here and do this. We're at the end. We're just going to do both. Same thing. Rotate this part up. Rotate this part up. These two ports right here, they don't actually stick into anything. They just clip onto the sides, and they go over his existing little chest pieces. And we get a snap over here. It's much better made. And lastly, we form the head. Let's get these heads on. Bam. And over here. Bam. And oh. Let's just take it in for a second. The completed forms of PIRANACON. Alright, next up we have weaponry. We have the guns. Now this black gun would look good on both, but of course he gets the yellow gun. They are identical. It's the same gun from Snaptrap as it is for PIRANACON. Start over here. Just like that. Come over here and repeat the beat. Do I want an equal opposite hand? Let's go equal opposite hand. Pour it into his left hand. And now we have the swords. Now this sword, the vintage Generation 1 sword is a coral pink right here, and it is underneath here is chromed over, which is cool. They chromed it over. Get a sword into this port, and these hands on both these guys are designed like connector ports for the head, because each individual guy becomes a target master. But it's cool. This is the only combiner that incorporates that port into the fist. And these two guys look fantastic. I've never had these guys side by side ever. And lastly, we got to get overbite into a target master mode. You just leave his feet the way they are, and you turn his back half back into the shark, like so. And then you just port in his gun right here. Now you can use the gun, which looks cool, but you can also use, I think this looks just as cool, the stand. It makes it look even more menacing. You can use the stand part right here. It doubles as a gun. Yes, it does. It was meant to do this. So you unport the head right here, and say we get him on the stand. He's already holding weapons, and here you go. All right, this guy started the review with the Target Master in his hand in the box, so we're going to finish it that way. And again, this is the same combiner port in his fist, and you just plug the head in right there. And let's see if we get his arm up, see how much of pressure or weight this puts on the figure. You can see it pulling forward a little bit. I have to tick it up one more time. See if we get it pointing straight in front of him, and that might be as good as we're going to get. And not to be outdone, here is the Transformers Collectors Club timeline version. And even though throughout the review he's been a more steady construction, he wants to pull more forward than the big bad version. Alright, if I could just stop gushing for a minute. One thing I like to do with my Piranacons is add one of the weapons to the chest right here. I believe this is Inoculators gun with the little tri-barrel at the end. Just makes them look more menacing. And over here, I believe this is Scalar's dual gun put together. Put it in right there. Just make them look more badass. They're already like prickly and spiny like sea urchins or something that came out of the water. Normally the kibble on some figures kind of bothers me, but I think it's appropriate for these sea creatures right here. And speaking of appropriate, we got to get some type of articulation going on. The head does nothing. It will not rotate because the head underneath the helmet does not rotate. And I always forget to tab this in all the way. But coming to this arm should do a full 360. Coming to the wrist, it just pegs in, so it 360. There's no elbow bend here. This is pretty much a solid piece right here. But coming over to this arm, because of the transformation of Scalar, you can get almost like an elbow bend or wrist hinge out of here, whatever you want to call that. That's pretty cool. And the hand also pegs in 360 right there. We don't have anything at the waist. Well, we can move the legs up and down at the waist, but no swivel. And coming to this guy's leg, this leg can bend at, what would this be, the ankle? And if you wanted to, both legs can do this, but you would have to turn it around, and you can get it to bend like that, and he can bend at both ankles like so. Wait, let's rotate the foot back. And you can get this guy to bend at both ankles if you wanted to display this guy with like the crab legs going forward. Honestly, that is a lot from a Gestalt combiner from Generation 1. So this review has went on way too long. I want to wind it down. I'm going to give you my final thoughts and tell you which one of these guys won our versus battle today. Wait. What's that? What? Oh, it can't be. It just can't be. Oh, I knew the Phoenix Piranacon was going to stand around and let this review go down. Here it comes. Here it comes. Oh, it's Carnage. It's Carnage. He's attacking the reissue.